Hello everyone and welcome back to Avorion, where the Zotan are currently trying to destroy a mobile turret merchant of the people who used to be really good friends with us but aren't anymore because AI ships are dumb. Yes, I'm talking about you too. Basically what happened was Midna tried to, wasn't trying to salvage one of their ships, it's just they got in the way and she didn't stop trying to salvage the thing that was the other side of them. That made them to the point that they were not full-on enemies but close enough, and so then Siri decided to pick a fight with them and it got worse. A lot worse. Bad. Okay, anyway, as you can see, I have added a lick of paint to Tally here. The mothership is starting to look quite nice. I've also changed the colouring on some of the engine, and frankly, I really like that colouring. It cools down really, really fast. That is the engine light seems to cool down into the redder hues very quickly, and we've added a little lick of paint at the front. And yes, we are definitely going for the look of the mothership from Homeworld, naturally. Now, if I can just about not let you die, maybe I'll be able to become friends with these people again. Hooray, that would be nice. So we're going to be starting this one off with attacking our enemies over yonder, if we possibly can. And while you do that, I will go for this one. I'm going to have Siri over there, because if I tell her to start attacking people, she's going to attack the wrong people, I fear, and that is going to be quite terrible. So I'll just have Tally take care of this one. Tally is more than capable of doing so. Siri has lost a few of her hard points at the moment because I have done my best to increase her travel range to something similar to Tally's unmodified jump distance, which is about 7.3 sectors. At this point, I believe that Siri can travel 7.5 and Midna can travel 8, which is the way that I prefer. I prefer the ones that are following to have a greater jump distance. That way I can be sure that they will actually follow. I'll have my fighters go ahead and take care of you up there, if you would all be so kind, and that should be okay. Oh my lord, some of the shenanigans with these stick-like fighter craft. There was a fight a little while ago that I left running for about 45 minutes. Just one craft. Several other people joined the fight throughout it and killed them as well. But I was just trying to kill one headhunter over and over and over again, because it was basically just a tiny little stick craft, and every time I'd hit it, it would spin out so badly that nothing else would hit it for a while. It was a trying time, to be perfectly honest. Also, every now and then it seems to lag and not recognize a couple of the hits, which is a bit of a pain. Right, you guys can come back. You've done your work. Thank you. Let's see if we can't just finish you off. And then maybe the merchant ship will have reported our defense of them, and we'll kind of not be super enemies anymore. Oh no, that hasn't happened. We're still hateful, and they've brought in, yeah. Well, that's just rubbish, because now I have to kill you. Well, I tried. Every single one of you saw me try. No one can say I didn't. Fine, Siri, have at them. And while we're here, I'm going to have Midna continue to salvage. And then we're going to start hopping around because we're no longer wanted here, so we need to find a new place to call home in these sectors. And that is going to be the majority of this mission. Let's just try and not kill the civilians though, okay? You know, that's partially why everyone hates us so much, because we killed the civilian ship. Oh no. Really, another one of these stick ships? Ah! Why? Why would you do this to me, game? Scallywags, that's all I have to say. Massive scallywags. This is the problem. Maybe I should just move Tally in close enough that when it spins, it like smashes itself on Tally, because I'm fairly certain the Tally would come out the better in that particular situation. At least I would hope. Okay, so with that little problem dealt with, it's time for us to vacate these premises, I feel. We're going to be jumping around to various energy signatures for a little while, and once we find a place that isn't natively hostile to us, and that's likely to send lots of very annoying little headhunters and hyperspace blockers, will settle down and start checking out all of the signatures around there. So I will bring you back when we found something worthwhile. And yes, you get off scot-free this time. I hope you at least pass this back to your people, that we didn't murder the civilian this time. And herein is the problem with the big ship. Long recharge time for my hyperspace jump, which is actually quite fitting for Homeworld in numerous ways. The jump route has been calculated. We can't yet jump, at least for quite some time, and we've got a cruiser bearing down on us. Honestly, this cruiser is probably just going to die immediately, so I just want to leave. I don't want to hurt you. Also, I'm starting to think that maybe I should get some auto-fire turrets, like chain guns for Tally, just for dealing with, you know, pesky little fighters, because these cannons, obviously, won't be doing that. We're not fighting anyone who's got pesky little fighters yet, or at least we haven't seen them field them. But, yeah, I just kind of feel that it's probably a wise move. Okay, right, we're leaving. Bye! Ooh, we have detected valuable objects in this area. We've also detected a cruiser. Are you going to fight me, aren't you? Yes, yes you are. Well, I suspect the valuable objects that we can detect... a small group of aliens have jumped in. Now, see, the thing that we could do is we could let the aliens deal with you while we move out of the way, because they're probably going to try. Come on then, let's move. Let's move before the cruiser comes over here and starts shooting at you. Because if it shoots at you, I ain't going to shoot back. I'm not going to shoot at Siri without paying some sort of price. However, that over there. Now, you see, this may be exactly what we need, especially with the aliens here. Because if this happens to be what I think it is, then we may be able to get our standing up with these guys really super fast by selling them a mine. I really think this is a mine. It's a very irregular shape for an asteroid. Super not fond of the idea of crashing into these rocks, though. Okay, so... let's try and get over there. I'm going to eject out into my shuttle. Yeah, you're still following my ship, you scoundrel. And I'm going to move over there by myself, because trying to navigate Tally between all of these rocks, that just seems dumb. I really hope I slow down. No, maybe not. Maybe I should turn around, find... There, that's good enough. Right, okay. We're super close. Good. Claim. And now... sell to you guys for crazy amounts of standing. Right, are you still enemies with me? Yeah, you kind of are. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Okay, well, I guess I could help out by taking out those pirates, the Zostan as well. We're going to continue our journey of peace, our diplomatic mission that, you know, is mostly just undoing the terrible things that we did. But we're going to continue with it anyway, and hopefully, by the end of it, we'll be friends. That'll be nice, though I really need to plot a jump out of this area, just in case. My goodness, they control a lot of space. And we'll jump there next. Right, bring you back if we actually make any headway. Oh, at long last, we've actually found a place that doesn't want us horribly, horribly maimed. This is a good time. We have found a people who are not enemies with us. Do not let them become enemies of us, you scallywags. This is all your fault. This is why we had to flee our home, where I had finally settled after a long time of wandering the cosmos. Oh well. Right, okay, so let's have a look. Oh, good, they have got an equipment dock. That is particularly useful. Is there anything worth mining in here? I can't actually see anything as yet. I do believe there's a turret factory, though. Did I see a turret factory at some point? No, I think I thought that might have been a turret factory. Oh, well. We're not going to be mining just yet, though. Please don't crash into Tally. But Tally is much bigger than you. We are, instead, going to be heading over here and seeing what kind of fighters you have to sell. Let's have a quick gander. We've got trinium salvagers. Ooh. We've also got repair fighters, which is kind of awesome. Imagine having a wing of repair fighters. If you could have both... Have we got shield and... No, that's hull repair. That's hull repair. That's a shame. But if you had both shield and hull, imagine that. You just release the wing to go over and start repairing one of your combat vessels. And they just follow them around, keeping them in the combat. That would be pretty amazing. I actually really like that idea. We might see if we can do that. In the meanwhile, though, let's have a look at what else they've got. They've got a laser fighter, which is reasonable. I mean, the main thing with my cannon fighters is they want to be in knife fight range anyway, so there's almost no point in having them, which is very upsetting, I'll be honest with you. But we've probably got enough cars that we can sell to make a fair bit of cash. I'm going to go ahead and start tailoring my fighter squadrons and continue looking around for something interesting, or at least somewhere where we can pick a fight that isn't with the people who own the sector. Okay, we've seemed to have hit a bit of a snag, honestly, in that I can't sell my fighters. That's a little bit of a problem. I'll be perfectly honest, it's a tad awkward because I've got no room for any more. So I think the only thing I can do, and this is gonna be horrible, is scavengers, defend me. Thanks. Oh, this is gonna suck. I am a wretch. Yeah, because now they're not there anymore, you see, and so I can bring in the others. I can get more. I think we'll see if this works out. These are better than the ones I've got because they're about 10% more efficient with salvaging. And also, oh dear, no, bad. Reverse away from, ouch, I knew that was coming, you wretch. I hope you crash. You broke the dock. Well, I didn't hope for that, you idiot. Oh my lord. Oh well, let's go over here then instead, and I should tell them to salvage you, only that would cause me to go to war, and I just had to leave my last home because of that. Okay, so let's buy a couple of these. There's only 3 of them available, which is actually a pain. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's improved quite a few things, actually. I could buy some more laser fighters, I guess, and have them join my cannon fighters, but looking at it, the laser fighters don't actually do that much more damage than my cannon fighters, frankly, so I'm not sure that's a wise move. Let's see if these can all just squeeze back in, but there's going to be a couple that can't. I am so sorry, people. I really am. I genuinely am quite sorry. Upgrades. It's a trying time for a fighter. Have you not got room? Oh, were they bigger? I think they may have actually been bigger. Okay. Okay, good. You weren't quite that close. All right, let's have a look then. So these are size 7. These are size... No, they're size 7 as well. Oh well. Either way, I'm terribly sorry. No. There we are. We've got some really good ones and some not so great ones. A bit of a shame there. I mean, whilst they're here, I guess we can use them. But for the time being, I'm going to send... Siri, you've been following me around. You haven't been able to have any fun. Go ahead, attack enemies. You can go ahead and... Oh, pirates are also attacking. Oh, that's fantastic. You can start salvaging. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you're not enemies with them yet? And are we on good terms with the pirates as well? Oh, we must be. Is this still the same pirates that are around? No, that's a cargo ship. Oh, no, we're still on good terms with those pirates. Wow, okay. Well, at least the pirates like us. Though that doesn't say a great deal of good things about, well, us, I guess. Alright, well, Siri, let's get into this fight. I'm going to tell you... Well, the problem is, if I launch all my scavengers, how am I going to get the ones that I want back? We may actually need to leave this area without recalling all of... without actually launching any of my... scavengers at all, and that way possibly avoid scooping up the wrong ones, because obviously I want the really expensive ones that I just bought. Can we do a little bit of damage before you go down? I think we can, if we can aim at the very least. We should get some recognition for that. And you as well, please. You're a little bit far away. Only a little bit though. And look at what we have found here in one of the hidden mass points. We have found a smuggler's hideout. This would be the sort of place that we would go if we had any stolen goods to sell. Or if we simply wanted to remove the markings off them, I believe. I'm fairly certain that you can also remove the markings on any stolen goods you have so that you can use them in legitimate businesses. Let's see if we can't get down here to a dock and see what this place is about and just confirm that. There should be an option if that's the case. Where is that dock going to be? It's going to be on the other side of this, probably. Yeah, there we go. So, welcome to the true free market. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Electronic bulletin boards, sell stolen goods if we had any that we wanted to sell. Oh, yeah, there we go. Unbrand stolen goods. So you can make stolen goods appear legal. Depending on the goods, it might be worth trying. But we've got loads of the various different things in here. Quite a lot of things that we could sell in here as well. Don't really care for any of it right now, but worth noting. At least this is now in my kind of sector logbook, if you like. In fact, we're going to leave a note here. There we go. So, if we do happen to need to pop back here at some point and sell off some goods that we probably shouldn't have acquired, then we can. But I'm going to continue looking around. Hopefully I'm going to find a lot more large asteroids that I can just sell to an interested party and, make friends with people who may or may not hate me. Okay, valuable object detected, and it looks like that valuable object is highlighted for me right about here. We're seeing a lot of stuff in these sectors now. There's a lot of good mining around, actually. I am resisting the urge to mine them all clean because it would take me an age and a half to do so, but I am genuinely quite tempted. I think it would probably make more sense for me to try and sell these to interested parties who are already somewhat liking me, rather than trying to restore my relationship with a faction who hates my guts, because that's going to take so long. It doesn't really make sense to try. Alright, so we'll claim this. Of course, we could make a mine if we really, really absolutely wanted to. We could afford to make a couple of them if we really wanted it. But this is all silicon. Yeah, I mean, these all produce these things. One of these days, perhaps we'll have a look at making a station that requires something. Like if we can find an area with lots of mines. Right now, I'm more interested in the money, to be perfectly honest. But later on, if we find an area which has a lot of different mines, then perhaps we could set up a couple of mines that produce what we need for a factory that will produce something that we can sell to the neighboring systems for a lot of money. That would not be half bad, in my opinion. Right, let's get back to Tally. In fact, I might take Siri around and just have a look at all of the things that are going to be nearby, I suspect. So I shall bring you back in a moment. And right now we're just trying to accrue some cash. And then later on, we may even start to properly look into... Oops, that is not quite what I wanted. I didn't want to press F. I want to press T. We'll have a look into possibly setting up some industry and stations later on as well. Okay, in total that was a pretty easy 750,000 credits that I just made there for having found 3 different mines in this sector. Honestly, if we had the spare cash, then this might have been a good sector to have implemented the idea that I mentioned about getting several mines that are producing what a single factory might need, but I haven't yet worked out how to build my own factory station. That is something that I'm going to have to look into, I suspect. And we got a couple of... oh, actually, no, these are all the pirates in this sector. Okay, well, this is theirs. I've now given them plenty of things they can also raid. So, by all means, they might not be super happy that I just gave all of that stuff away, but, I mean, they're pirates. I don't think they actually care about these kinds of things. Who knows, though? Maybe they had industrial aspirations? Oh, no! Seriously? That's the second time that this has occurred. The second time. Midna. Alright, well, let's have a quick look. What broke? Okay, it wasn't anything super important. Oh. Well, I mean, it wasn't anything super important to Charlie, but maybe Midna lost something a little bit more. We'll have to see in just a second. But that, I do wish the ships wouldn't quite follow that closely, because that is a wee bit of an annoyance, if I'm honest. Okay, well, that one's all done. Tally, you okay? You seem to be okay. I just swap over. No, you are not. Right, so what did we lose? What got blown off? I don't actually see what got blown off. Where's it? Nope, nothing around on this side, it seems. Okay. Nothing at the bottom either? Oh no, don't tell me you lost a gun. No, you have as many guns as you usually do. Curiouser and curiouser. What do you actually lose? It should be blinking. Oh, right. A tiny, tiny little corner right there. I'll get that repaired. Because if I actually click on the repair all, that would have cost a lot to fix. Because it just takes a percentage of the damage of your overall craft and then adds up all of the things your craft is made of and takes a percentage of that. Whereas if you just locate the actual thing that got broken and then repair that manually, it'll just take the cost of that thing, which, you know, in most cases is a lot better, especially if you've got parts on your ship that are much higher quality. For example, if you had any trinium, I don't believe Midna does, but if you did have any trinium on a ship and a titanium light got broken, yeah, you might end up having to pay trinium to repair it, which it just doesn't make much sense. That may get fixed in the future, though. And finally, we have found the end of this rift, so we can actually start going around it. Going a little bit deeper if we would like to, and I think I would like to. So let's continue with the exploration, and hopefully 100% less banging our ships together. That would be nice. A coffee farm? Really? Where am I going to find a tea farm? There are apparently tea farms hidden in this game. I believe it is now my quest to find them. In fact, it was always my quest, I just didn't know about it before. I was still questing toward it though, subconsciously. But we do also have an equipment dock. Let's see what we've got there. Neonite salvagers, we don't need any more of those. We've got some neonite miners, don't really need those either. Those laser fighters though are not actually that bad. They do a good walloping bit of damage. We've got shield repairers there. Might be interesting. I mean, their size is actually only 2. What are my cannon fighter sizes? Let's have a look at those. Their size is 4. So we would actually be able to fit more of these on than we've got cannon fighters. That might be something to look at, especially because they're fairly cheap as well. Yes, it'll increase the damage output by a fair old bit. How fast are these though? Maneuverability, speed. Let's have a proper comparison of these features. Size 4, it's 2.34 maneuverability and 219 meters a second speed. Whereas it's a little bit slower, a little bit less maneuverable, unfortunately. These ones are neonite though, which is quite interesting. They also have no shield. Neither do these. And they have 1 durability, and that seems to be a bug. Whenever they get launched, they just have 1 durability. Honestly, though, for most purposes, that 1 durability is the same as 30, because at this point, most guns can do that. So they wouldn't be hanging around for very long if they actually got hit. But we could make a full wing of laser fighters, and that is something that is interesting to me. What kind of efficiency do you have? You've got a 16 efficiency. These are size 5, those are size 2, so those mining fighters are much better. Much, much better. These are only size 1s for the salvaging fighters. Wow. Okay, well that's actually quite interesting. We may actually be able to fill out all of these squads if we play our cards right. We are going to have to drop the cannon fighters though. Look, we're upgrading. I'm releasing them of their contract. I'm sure they can find employment elsewhere, and we're sending them out with a full cockpit of oxygen. I mean, you can't say fairer than that. in the system, we're releasing them right next to another dock. I'm sure they just dock up and they seek employment elsewhere, and they've now got their own brand new fighter. So it's not even just like, oh yeah, I'm going to hire a pilot. It's like, I come with my own ship as well. I've even named it. I've got a custom paint job. I've tweaked the engines a little bit. Everything is grand. Oh, it'll be wonderful. I'll bring you back when I have humanely disposed of the fighters that I don't want, and we can see how many fighters we actually can fit into this ship. So, hopefully see you soon. Okay, after a little bit of squad management gymnastics, I have finally got all of the laser fighters and all of the salvages that I wanted. Plus, we have got all of the cannon fighters that we could fit to redock, and actually it ended up being exactly enough to fill out the wildcard's wing completely. All that remains now is we need an extra 2 miners, but they are going to need to be extremely small. They've all got 0 durability, really? How does that work then? How on earth can you have 0 durability? That makes no sense. Maybe I need some repair fighters just to fix them. Or maybe it's whenever they dock. I have no idea, but it seems remarkably troubling, honestly. Perhaps I do need some repair fighters, or maybe I just launch them and have repair weapons that I can just tell to target them. It's possible. Either way, we are unfortunately going to have to leave behind 4, 5, 6 brave fighters who have fought with us quite a few times. At this point, they are combat veterans. No doubt they will be able to command a high wage. Enjoy your lives. No, you can't. Don't follow me home. You're making this hard on us. It doesn't need to be this difficult. Okay? Don't make me have to shut the hangar doors. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to yourselves. You have some dignity. Oh my lord. We need to leave. Ooh, in this sector, we have found a turret factory, and I've already had a quick glance through what it builds, and again, you can change this around. You can be common, you can be exceptional, rare, what have you, but these chain guns have independent targeting. I believe each factory has a different quality that will apply to pretty much every type of gun it makes, so you're not going to find independent targeting on everything when you have a look, but it does have independent targeting on the chain guns, and that is what we were saying that I would actually be interested in finding. Now, Tali does have a cargo bay that would allow her to start accruing some of these items. So servos, steel tubes, ammunition, small ammunition, I guess, steel, aluminium, and lead. And if we put an awful lot of resources into each one, this would make it actually extremely expensive to make each one. But it gives a reasonable DPS with independent targeting, which is in and of itself fairly uncommon, at a decent range too. So we could have a few anti-fighter guns around our carrier, and that makes a lot of sense to me. In fact, if we were super lucky, we might even find that there's a lot of things in this area. If we quickly have a look, do I have... No, I haven't got it installed. Let me quickly go ahead and install my trading system. So instead of the object scanner, let's find our trading system, which we have here. Doesn't really matter which one we pop in there. There we go. Then we should be able to tell what we can buy from this area. So we've got... we don't want those. We're not seeing any steel there, unfortunately. We have got ammunition, but I think that's the wrong type. I would expect that it would be different. Illegal slaves. That icon. That's so bad. There is steel here. There's tea! Oh my lord. I need to get some tea. I need to get some tea right now. But we will hold back. We will hold back. We need weapons so that we can launch the tea at our enemies, thereby making everyone civilized and peaceful, and everyone will be friends. No, we won't actually launch the tea at our enemies. They don't deserve it. We will launch, I don't know, frozen coffee beans at our enemies. Ha 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 ha! That'll teach them. But okay, we're going to jump into a bit of a fight. We are probably going to go ahead and make note of all of these items around here. In fact, Siri, why don't you get involved in this one? I am not going to have Midna get involved right now. Well, actually, no. Sure, okay. You can go ahead and salvage anything that can be salvaged. Who are you going for? Oh, no. No. Siri! Siri Bat! Fire the guns! Fire the guns quickly, please. All of the guns be fired. Can I... What am I shooting at? What am I shooting... Where my cannons around? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm as bad as Siri, my lord. Where's Siri going? Siri, will you go for the aliens, not them? This is the problem with having Siri on autopilot. She just doesn't care. Oh, that's the trader that you're trying to make friends with. Yeah, they're the wrong color. I'm afraid they must die. I mean, I can't argue. Well, I can. I probably shouldn't. I mean, it's good that she's trying to defend us, but from the wrong people. That isn't helping. Right, okay. Launch the wild cards. Let's see how our new fighter wing fares. We'll actually help out by reducing their shields quickly. And then we'll see how those glorious fighters do when they get up close and actually can bring their laser weapons to bear. They are bound to be fairly close to range at this point. See if we can't drop their shields completely before they get involved. There we go. Come on then, lasers. Start doing your thing, please. Please and thank you. There we go. Perfect. And they are shooting at us. That is good. Okay, you guys can deal with them. Let me see if there's anyone else I can shoot at. Yeah, I can reach you. And as long as I can do a little bit of damage, then we'll get in on the reward for having killed you, which will be good. Let's go ahead there. Where is Siri? Siri's actually getting involved in that one anyway, so that's fine. A fighter has been destroyed already. Scallywags. Massive scallywags. How many of my fighters are gone? This is the problem. Fighters, super fragile, unfortunately. This is why having cannon fighters is better, and controlling their engagement range by just recalling them whenever they get a little bit too close. But still, damn it, I want laser fighters. Maybe if I can get bolters or plasma fighters who engage at like 5k instead of 2k, it might be a little bit better. Who can say? But we are probably going to have a look into that. Could you please go and engage them, wildcards? I don't mind if we lose a couple here and there. It's alright. I mean, that is the life of a fighter after all. You can die heroically. We'll have a beautiful funeral at sea. Well, at space. It'll be very touching, actually. There'll be a beautiful musical score. People will cry. It'll focus on your buddies who, you know, have the tough guy act. But in this one moment, they allow some silent tears to roll down their cheeks. Very stoic. There we go. You are almost gone. Where's the next one going to be? I'm sorry, I sent you over here and you're not going to get any chance to kill anything. I do apologize. How about you go up there, wildcards, because it's going to take you a while to get there. In fact, you're probably not going to get there in time. Now, there is one gigantic advantage to having a salvager. Right, Siri, where are you going? Siri is going to the right one. Good. There is one pretty big advantage to having a salvager as a piloted ship, a captain ship, rather than the salvage fighters. And that is that salvage fighters do not try to collect the loot. A captain ship that will go out of its way to collect the loot. When something drops, it'll fly over there and pick it up. The salvage fighters will only pick it up if they happen to move close enough. And that is a little bit of an annoyance, but... Oh, we got some more alien ships. That's rather convenient, I must say. Come on, let's take you out. There we go. And if we're lucky, we'll get enough standing with the faction there. The, you guys, the U-Duel, or U-Duel, I think it's U-Duel, that maybe we'll stop being abhorrent and then Siri might possibly stop trying to kill them. I don't know. That's hoping for quite a lot, honestly, but we're going to continue to hope for it, nevertheless. Right, Siri, where are you going? You're going for the right ones. Good. Have to be certain, because, you know, never know with Siri. No, Siri, come back. No. Oh, just in time. You could see the murderous intent, my lord. Never mind, though. You're safe for now, trading post. Actually, it's a station, isn't it? Is it actually? Yeah, it's a station. What is one of their stations doing all the way out here? Oh well, regardless, Ciri probably wouldn't have been able to destroy them, so I didn't need to panic quite as much as I had been. I was very worried that she'd just show up and then they'd immediately melt, and then we'd get the extra badness of having killed a civilian, which would probably turn this entire sector against me straight away. Yeah, they don't take kindly to you killing traders, basically. All of our fighters are back. Now it's time to find out how many we lost. We lost 3 fighters. Ouch. How many were the laser fighters? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, so 3, 4, 5, 6. We lost 2 of the laser fighters and actually 1 of the cannon fighters. That's particularly interesting, I must confess. I was a little bit surprised the cannon fighter went down. And it was more than likely just that the cannon fighter got that close that the enemy started taking them out. But okay, I am going to go ahead and at this point, we're going to pick this area clean. I'm just going to hang around a little bit off camera, kill any Zotan that show up. Generally try to improve our standing because we've got a captive audience here. This station isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So every good deed we do in this sector will affect their impression of us, and that can only be a good thing. Also, I will naturally launch, let's find a wreck. Where be a wreck? You be a wreck. Let's launch the scavengers. There we go. And then immediately following that, I'm going to select myself and carrier orders salvage. Now they should get to work just tearing everything apart. Where is Midna at the moment? She's doing her work all the way over there, and that's fine. So yes, I'm going to be making this little place my home for a little bit. As soon as they like me enough, I will... Is there a port here? I think there was, wasn't there? Oh, there isn't. There isn't a shipyard. That's a bit of a shame. But I'm sure we've seen a shipyard reasonably close by from this particular faction. So we will be able to bind ourselves to this area. And that's probably a wise thing to do for now. And little by little, we will slowly make friends with the Udel once again. But that is it from this episode. I do hope you've all enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. These will probably be coming out a little bit more frequently for a little while because it's a lot easier to just record an exploration combat video than a big build video. But I'm already starting to formulate plans for my next big ship. So maybe in 1 or 2 episodes, we'll be looking at another large build, something even bigger than Tally. And at that point, we'll be naming them after viewers or really anyone who just wants to post a comment down below asking for a name of the ship. And in fact, to that end, I will probably take some inspiration from ideas in the comments as well. So if you have any particular plans or like aesthetic ideas, then do pop them in the comments below and I will see you next time. But until then, and as ever, do remember to like if you liked, sub if you haven't, and until next time, from Ciri, myself, and Tally, and Midna, do take care.